Welcome back to CNBC Sportsbiz. College athletes seemingly break NCAA rules every day. Some get caught and get suspended. Others are able to skirt by. In the past year, we saw tattoos and memorabilia take down Ohio State coach Jim Tressel, an agent scandal at North Carolina disable its football program, and a Ponzi schemer and booster allege countless payments to athletes at Miami. If athletes want cash, there's always an agent ready to give it to them. One of those agents was Josh Luchs, and he broke his silence in the biggest way possible, first to Sports Illustrated and now a new tell-all book called Illegal Procedure. Let's go inside the money with Josh Luchs. Josh, thanks for joining us. You know, in your book, you talk about giving players a couple $100s here and there. What percentage of agents do you think still do some sort of thing like this?
On some level, a very high percentage, because the need exists. And as long as the need exists, you're going to have the greed that follows. It's like a system of 1920s prohibition. As long as you have prohibition, you're going to have bootleggers.
You know, you suggested that you did bad things, and now you're coming clean. But I want to show you a Twitter poll I took and then get your reaction. The Twitter poll was this: when an athlete takes money from an agent, who do you blame? 56.3% said the NCAA system, 23.4% said the player, and only 20.3% said the agent. Why do you think that is?
People are smarter than I think the NCAA is giving them credit for these days. They're recognizing with social media and with the many articles that have been written on the subject, calling for a reevaluation. They recognize now that we should really be focusing more on the cause rather than the effect.
My favorite story in the book was probably you in the bathroom at the Rose Bowl giving what had become your monthly payment of $500 to Ryan Leaf. You also got your car towed with $7,500 in cash when a player paid back a loan. You lost it. When this was happening to you, there's crazy stories in this book. Did you realize how crazy and insane this was?
You know, if that's the environment that you grow up in, the crazy and the insane become almost customary. And now, working in other industries and being outside of it and being able to look back and reflect, I realize how freaking wild this thing was. Yeah.
You know, your book talks about your experiences, but you don't say how things can change. We have schools hiring more compliance officials. We have states making agent laws. What is the solution to stopping this? Or as you've been suggesting, it seems to me the only solution is that the NCAA pays the players, which we know is not going to happen, but the marketplace has an inefficiency here. And so you're telling me essentially this can't stop. Is that accurate?
I'm saying as it's structured today, it can't stop. And, you know, utopia would be that these players would get fair market value, would get the workers' compensation benefits that they deserve. And one of the things I talk about in detail is an agent loan program, recognizing that the practice has been going on for so long, and if the NCAA truly would recognize that they could trade out, they could lose a toe and save a leg. They could say, I'm going to let agents go ahead and provide the money that I don't want to. And I found that the only thing that the NCAA loves more than money is power. And this would give them power over a group of agents that historically they've never had any control of. It's not the ultimate solution, but solution comes incrementally. It doesn't happen overnight. And maybe it's another step, because scholarships years ago, those were frowned upon, and now they're commonplace.
Josh, thanks so much, and congratulations on Illegal Procedure. You wrote the book that many agents said they were going to write, but didn't.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
You got it. My smart fan takeaway here is there clearly is a market inefficiency. The college football and basketball players are worth something that the NCAA does not acknowledge. Agents and boosters fill in that gap. That's never going to change under the current system. We'll be right back.